Yo guys, Delio here. Welcome to my official review of the 11-inch iPad Pro. Holy crap, this thing is freaking amazing, and I've been absolutely blown away by the performance. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. It comes loaded with the A12X Bionic, and going from the baseline all the way up to the 512GB, you get 4 gigs, and with the terabyte, you get 6 gigs. Nobody's truly sure why exactly it's only limited to the 1 terabyte model. Most people think it actually has to do with that 1 terabyte of storage. I mean, I guess it would kind of make sense. So this thing in everyday use is absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. Everything's snappy, nothing drops a beat. I haven't noticed any slowdown on this thing. And honestly, I haven't noticed much slowdown on the A12 on the iPhone XR. All these processors that Apple has been creating recently is just future-proof in general. So I'm honestly not surprised that, you know, it's gonna be crazy. So the 11-inch iPad Pro starts at a baseline of 64 gigabytes, and you can get it all the way up to a terabyte. It comes in both silver and space gray, like all, Apple products do, except you don't have the option for rose gold or gold on this. I'm not too sure why. The absolutely crazy thing about this iPad is how thin it is. This is the thinnest Apple product that Apple has ever released. The thing is approximately 5.9 millimeters thick. Bro. Also, let's talk about bend gates. I know this is kind of all over the place, but if you watch Jerry Rig Everything's video, he basically bends the whole iPad with his bare hands.
Structural integrity is still important. And the iPad Pro just doesn't have any of that structural integrity stuff. A tablet the size of a piece of paper folds like a piece of paper. It looks like the 2 weakest points are right dead center on either side of the iPad Pro. The cracked frame happened right at the poorly placed microphone hole, and again over here on the poorly supported wireless charging dock for the pencil.
This has led to some controversy on how durable this thing is, but honestly in everyday use and to every average day consumer, this thing's gonna be fine, man. Like, I don't see it ever bending in normal use, unless you're forcefully going, then that would kind of make sense. Trust me, guys, this is not gonna happen. Like I said, it's not gonna happen in everyday use, and honestly, bend tests are just stupid. Take care of your device, it'll be fine. This is an issue that has been completely overblown over the years, and it's kind of ridiculous. Now let's talk about benchmarks, because this is truly cutting-edge technology, at least for the mobile market. According to Apple, it beats 90% of all mobile computers and stuff. That's pretty crazy. And it's honestly not surprising, because this thing scores almost 18,000 on multi-core on Geekbench and scores over 5,000 single-core. The IPC on this thing is crazy, and it's just leapfrogs ahead of literally any competition on Android. Nothing compares. So basically what they've done with these iPads, they pretty much made it edge to edge when it comes to the display, and they changed how Face ID works. So you can use Face ID in multiple orientations, and it would just work like normal. This is something that I imagine that's going to be coming to the iPhone soon, but with the iPad, it just works so well. It comes with a true depth camera that just like the iPhone XR and all the other iPhone Xs, as well as the same camera as the iPhone XR. So the new iPad Pro also comes with the new Apple Pencil, as you guys can see, and right here there's a little thing you can actually use to actually hook it up to the iPad. So basically how this works is you basically just drop it on, and according to Apple, this thing will not come off if you try to shake it off. Holy crap. They aren't kidding. So basically how the Apple Pencil charges is actually just like that. You just put it right on top, it snaps on, and there's a little indicator that says Apple Pencil, and it's charging. The Apple Pencil works exactly the same as the old one, so there's not really a huge difference, except now you can double tap on it to change the brush on notes, and you can possibly in the future change what it actually does. So the iPad Pro has, at least the 11-inch iPad Pro has a resolution of 2388 by 1668, giving it a pixel per inch of 264, just like every single iPad. The thing also comes with a ProMotion display as well as a P3Y color gamut display. It also comes with True Tone and fingerprint resistant coating, obviously, like every single iPad. And it can get to an insane 600 nits of brightness, which is pretty bright. I'd say on par with the 10R, at least, or at least a little higher. Let's talk a little bit more about ProMotion. What exactly does that do? Basically, it makes your display refresh at 120 hertz, so everything looks smoother, text is crispier when you're like scrolling through web pages, as well as just overall when it comes to gaming, you're going to be getting a better advantage and better response time with the 120 hertz display. It also adapts to what you're doing. So say you're watching a 60 FPS video, it's going to be adapting dynamically to 60 FPS, or say you're watching a movie at 24 FPS, it automatically does that as well. So all in all, how do I feel about the 2018 iPad Pro? It's overkill. And why do I say that? Because iOS 12 is quite limiting. Of course, it's very powerful, and apps like LumaFusion do take good use out of it when it's used properly. iOS 12 is just limiting. There's not many things you can do with files, and there's no like external hard drive support as of yet, but that's coming in iOS 13 or iPad OS 13. So hope you guys see some more great stuff with the iPad coming up in iPad OS, and it's going to be a huge change for the iPad, adding actual file management as well as widgets and new multitasking features. It's going to be great. And anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more reviews, if I get more products, make sure to drop a like, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.